Hello from the Limit TV. This is King Cool, and welcome to the Toast Reviews. And I'm pretty sick right now. I got a stomach thing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna try to make this quick. I didn't have anything else planned, so often when I'm sick, I'll make myself some toast with butter and cinnamon. That's usually what I do if I have a stomach thing, if I'm throwing up or something, which hasn't happened yet. We're going to try to avoid that. And I don't have a specific movie to talk about today, but I did actually just finish watching something literally 2 minutes ago. I rewatched Iron Man 2 with the commentary on for Down in Front, which is a website you can go here. It's like fan commentary basically. So I want to use this as sort of a jumping off point to talk about something sort of general. So here we go. Alright, when I first saw Iron Man 2, when I got Netflix, I put Iron Man 2 on 4 stars. Because I was like, well, it's not as good as the first one, but it's still good, so I'll give it 4 stars. And then I watched this commentary, and I've seen, one of the guys on the commentary is Ryan Weaver, and he did this, 30-minute breakdown of why Iron Man 2 is not very good. And it's really interesting. And that's basically a lot of that throughout this movie. So, and I think that there's a couple different types of movies. There are movies, I think what it is that Iron Man 2, at the end of the day, is not cohesive. It doesn't make sense. And that's one of the most important things for a movie to do. But on the other hand, I've enjoyed a lot of movies that don't make sense. Was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I did The Perfect Host. And at the end of the day, that movie doesn't make a lot of sense. I think if you chew on it, it's like, okay, well, it does sort of make sense. But it's not immediately apparent. Or, pardon me, or District 9. If you haven't seen it by this point, I'm gonna make a minor spoiler, so go ahead and mute the video if you don't want to see it, or just stop, because I'm not gonna be super entertaining today. So this thing falls off a spaceship, and then it can't leave for some reason. There's no redundant systems, and then if you have to find this oil that if you get sprayed with it, you turn into an alien. That doesn't make any sense. The movie's still good. It's not super important, but the thing with Iron Man 2 is that a lot of it is just fluff, and a lot of it, I'm not going to say it's like fluff like Spider-Man 3, where scenes could literally have been cut out of it. And you're not even close to done. Don't tell me what to do. It's more just like, okay, where am I going with this? It's like twice. This is something I want to do for the players for when I did Superman 2. But since I did it in Fraps, I couldn't bring out the players. But when people walk into a room, or when they turn on a television and they're talking about them, that happens twice in this movie. Now, I get it, Iron Man is a cultural phenomenon of this thing, but twice they have it that the TV is on and they're talking about him. And I think that's just sort of lazy. Because it's like, okay, well, this is what other people are thinking about him. And then, of course, it's Bill O'Reilly, which is better than... I don't think I want to take it much further than that. It's better than Nancy Grace in Hancock, which I'm just going to briefly touch upon that. This was not going to be a full review of Iron Man 2. If you haven't seen it, check it out, because the first Iron Man is fabulous. It is really one of the best comic book movies probably ever, but certainly of the last decade. In Hancock, which is the Will Smith movie where he plays the only superhero in the world, who's an amoral alcoholic. He's scorned by Nancy Grace on a stupid-ass TV show, told how his behavior is amoral and this thing. And, it is just like, okay, did Nancy Grace know that they're just basically making her into a bad guy? And was she complicit in this? Her becoming a, basically saying the negative things that need to be said to help the hero pull him up by his own bootstraps, etc., etc. But furthermore, after this preceded the whole, wasn't Casey Anthony? What was the other case? Well, the Duke Lacrosse case that she's never retracted her statements on that are just so vile in terms of they're innocent. Yeah, bringing Nancy Grace into a movie is bad. So as you can see, I'm sort of all over the place today. But hopefully I'll be... Next week I actually have a video. It's already been done. But I couldn't jog it forward. I would have just, but you'll see why when I put it up next week. But I did want to do something, and I'm ambulatory, so... But at any rate, thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention. If you got something you want me to watch, just let me know. That's it from me. This is King Cool. Drive home safe.